yes, you guys can see my plain room in the background. Don't worry, once I customize it, I'll be doing a room tour, like a lookbook style tour, but we'll see, whatever. I don't want to spoil it yet, I'll spoil it later. Okay, hey, what's up you guys, it's Sarah, and it's another lovely Tuesday, which means I am bringing you guys another lovely video. So I'm just gonna get right into this because as usual I procrastinate and the sun is setting and that's all I have to say. Okay, my lovely assistant today is my handy dandy thinking binder from Urban Outfitters that holds all my merch and video ideas and etc. And of course the whole army has to fly by and drive by because I am filming a video. Today's video is going to be a video about me explaining the 10 things that I absolutely hate in life. And if you don't already know me, I hate a lot of things. So if I crammed in 10 billion things in one video, it would be the length of infinity and beyond. So, okay, very sweet and short with 10 things that I absolutely hate. The very first thing that I do not like is when people, okay, no, let's start it this way. I comment on your picture, you look really pretty, and you comment back, Thix, as in THX. That just shows me how much you are unappreciative of my comment. And it wouldn't kill you to take the 2 extra seconds to write out thanks, or thank you so much, or TY, or a heart emoji, or something like that. But I mean, show a little love to the people who comment nice things about your pictures, or about whatever it is. Because that's the only way you show that you appreciate their comment. And especially if that person scrolls up and finds out that your friends also commented that you look really good in this picture. However, you commented back to them, oh my god, thank you so much, I love you. And to them you commented Thix. Like, they're gonna clearly see the way you don't appreciate their comment. So I would advise that you guys comment thank you, thanks, thank you so much, anything. As long as it's not Thix. The second thing that I do not like is when people say yo too much, as in YO. Yo doesn't really make you sound dumb, but like it makes you sound like unsophisticated, because if you want to sound like serious and like really professional, you wouldn't say yo after every single word you say. The third thing that I absolutely hate is when I'm singing in the hallway as usual because I am a loner, and someone decides to come next to me and start singing with me. I know High School Musical told us that we're all in this together, but here I'm telling you that I'm all in this alone. So if I'm singing, please don't come sing next to me. Just tell me, hey, your singing stinks. You're hurting my ears. Can you stop singing? Or hey, you're bothering me. Can you stop singing? Or hey, you're making a bit noise. Yeah, like the sirens over there too. You're bothering me. Shut up. You're making a bit of noise. Can you please stop? Or tell me, hey, your singing can improve. Your voice is really nice. However, it can improve a bit like this. And you like show me how. Or anything, but if you'd like to sing next to me, or sing with me, or hum along with me, tell me. Please don't just out of nowhere butt in and just decide to sing all this together. Now the next few things are very related and are all like having to do with school, because as you guys all know, we don't like school that much. And school itself isn't the worst thing in the world, but going to school and dealing with the people there is what makes it kind of bad. So I'll tell you a few things that kind of bug me about what people in my school do, or in school in general, not just my school, but when people use rolling bags. Now, don't get me wrong, rolling bags aren't the worst things in the world, but if you decide to run over my toes with your rolling bag because you're rushing to get to your class, I will end up meeting you back in the same spot that you were where you rolled over my toes, and I will kick your bag continuously when you're walking with it. And you will trip and I will watch you fall. I'm not that mean, but if you run over my toes, and I'm like the person that tends to wear like these sandals that are open-toed and open foot style. I don't necessarily always wear sneakers. So if you like to step on my toes with your rolling bag, I will kick your rolling bag until you fall, because it's not nice to roll over someone's toes, and especially not say sorry. I mean, I guess I could kind of accept it if you said sorry after it, But if you didn't, then that's a problem. And plus, a few books really wouldn't kill you. A few books on your back aren't the worst things in the world. I've been doing it for 13 years. It's really not that bad. The next two things are really, really similar. Like, they can be smushed in one, basically. But you know what? I decided to make them separate because I just want to do that. And I can do whatever I want. And when people clog up the hallway. In my case, my school has really, really thin hallways that are really long. So if you decide to clog up the hallway, all that's going to end up doing is making me late to class. Because I have to walk the whole length of the hallway to get to my class. And if you're in the middle just talking and I can't get away from you while you're talking, then all that's going to happen is that I'm going to be late to class and I'm going to get penalized for your social life. It doesn't work that way. My education comes first. Your education comes before your social life. So I would recommend you quit the talking or clogging up the hallways and just get to it. When you talk in the hallways, but not just talk. When you talk too loud in the hallways, or you scream at the top of your lungs in the hallways while talking to your friend, because you can't hear your friend and she can't hear you. So you decide to scream so she can hear you. No, you wait until you get into class and you talk where it's a quiet environment. And when you talk in the hallways, for example, I just came back from out to lunch. And here we are walking towards my class. And some kids do stay in. I probably stay in a lot more than I go out to lunch. So some kids do stay in and some kids end up getting to class before me, for homeroom. So when I'm walking in the hallway and you are also out to lunch and you came back with me, when you and your friend are talking, and our school likes to read during homeroom, so if you're yelling in the hallways and I'm walking casually down the hallway, getting to my class, and one of the mean teachers there that thinks reading is important in life, they will come and yell at me instead of you because they thought I was talking. And that has happened before, and I don't like when it happens. I don't like getting blamed for something I did not do. So I would recommend you keep truce between both of us and you just walk silently to your class to read. It's really not that big of a deal. It's 2014, you guys. There's about 10,000 ways to contact your friends. Walking home to school, at home, walking somewhere with your friend, going out to lunch, on the home phone, on your cell phone, texting, Uvu, Skype, FaceTime. Honestly, anything will work. Just save the chit chat and just get to your class peacefully and quietly. Thank you. The last thing that is school related is when somebody thinks they're a genius. Listen, sweetie, you're not Einstein. Einstein was the only genius in this world, which means you are not a genius. Don't act like you are, don't think that you are, and don't get me wrong, I am not even close to being a genius. So I'm not talking about myself saying I'm a genius and you're not. Nope, we're both not geniuses. If you want to act like you know stuff, go ahead. You probably know a lot more than me. However, don't act like you know everything, and don't act like you can boss people around because you want to. No, sweetie, it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry, maybe in your world it works that way, but in our world it doesn't. Yeah. So those are all the school-related things. Now, the next thing that I do not like is when somebody decides to take too many Snapchat selfies. Listen, seeing your face once or twice is good. My Snapchat story is going to be very brief for you guys if you guys ever want to add me on Snapchat. Don't get me wrong, I love seeing people's faces, trust me, but seeing it overboard is kind of annoying, especially if it's 300 seconds worth of selfies. The next thing that I do not like at all is when someone tries to remake a Vine. Now listen, you could be Vine master. Good for you, remake as many Vines as you want. But speaking for myself too, or anybody that's thinking the same thing, not everybody in here is a Vine master, so you gotta be Nash Greer or Cameron Down to be able to make your own really good Vines. So maybe you would want to consider getting feedback from your friends about your Vine before you actually post your Vine, so you don't humiliate yourself on Vine. Get what I'm saying? And if your video doesn't really get that many loops or gets no comments or no likes or no revines, then maybe that's a signal to you that your Vines aren't the best and maybe you should improve them. And trust me, speaking from experience, I know my Vines are terrible. I never recreate Vines and post them. I recreate them and laugh at myself because I just know that mine are very unsuccessful. people. So save yourself the trouble and just post a Vine, but make sure that it's, presentable. The last thing that I really, really, really hate is when, I have to give you guys a scenario to explain this one because it's going to be kind of long. Okay, look, you go onto your Twitter feed and one of your fave YouTubers or fave idols or celebs or something posts, "Hey guys, I'm at the airport traveling to Chicago." And then some genius fans decide to go meet up with the celeb while they're at the airport. And now a real celeb or a real fave YouTuber of mine, well, two actually, Jack and Jack, they were at the airport and they had 20 minutes to board their flight and they still hadn't gotten through security. Now, fans were talking bad about them because they couldn't take pictures with anybody because they were being fair, and they knew that if I took pictures with one fan, I would have to go through the rest of them and take pictures with them too. And they knew that they were being fair, so they disagreed to taking pictures with anybody. And I personally would have done that as well because if I were in their shoes or their situation, I would want to be late to my flight. I would not want to miss my flight. So I would be fair, and plus, it's 2014, as I said before. There are about 10 billion other ways to get a picture with your idol or your fave YouTuber or your fave celeb or whoever it is. It's not the only one chance in the world that you'll ever get to meet them. There probably will be tons and tons of opportunities for you to meet your favorite YouTuber or favorite celebrity or whoever it is, other than that one time while they're at the airport. And plus, it's not even a real convenient way to meet somebody at the airport. And plus, don't talk bad about somebody and then go the next day ask for a follow. And when Jack and Jack unfollowed 7 fans, people start tweeting them, "Oh my god, you hate your fans, you unfollowed 7 people." No, he didn't unfollow fans, he unfollowed haters. People that are two-faced. One day they say, "Oh my god, they hate their fans, they didn't want to accept any pictures." And the next day they want to follow because they were just bipolar. Okay guys, those were all of the 10 things that I do not like about this world, or about people or things in this world in general. And yes, I know that those are not all the things in the world that nobody likes. Those were just a few of them. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a big, big, big thumbs up. If you liked it, subscribe to my channel. Recommend this channel to some of your friends or someone you know who would like this channel as well. All my social media links will be down below and all of that jazz. And also the link to last week's video if you want to go check that out and show it some love. Alright guys, thank you for watching and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye!